So, if you don't know, Evo just happened. And if there are any of you living so far under the rock that you don't know what Evo is, let me quickly explain for you. Biggest fighting game tournament in the world. It gets loads of viewers, all the best players go there. It is absolutely amazing. It is a great watch, and there's great reveals. I mean, who doesn't love a few reveals? And you know fighting games, they have some of the absolute best character reveals there just is in general. So, looking around and realising the hype around the fighting game community, it got me thinking that there's never been a more exciting time for fighting games. Lots of good games are coming out, there are good reveals on the way, and the games are just awesome and such a good spectator sport, and they're really fun to play with friends. I don't know how many more ways I can sell this. You should play fighting games. And before anyone says Smash Bros, yes, I do count Smash Bros, but I'm talking traditional 2D fighting games. So, if you're not into fighting games, let's have a little float around the community. Let's look at the games that are at Evo and see which one you should start with. I think the most obvious place everyone's going to tell you to start with is Street Fighter. I mean, come on, it's the fighting game. And I agree, Street Fighter's a brilliant place to start. Street Fighter 6 is on the way, the hype's at a high. If you want to start on Street Fighter, pick up 5 now. It's always on sale. The game started out rocky, but it's actually pretty good now. And it's got Chun-Li in it, so W. Street Fighter's as simple as it gets. You have one character, the movement's very basic, there aren't that many special moves, but it's good, it's simple. In its simplicity is where you find its depth, if that makes sense. Dragon Ball FighterZ is sick, and in my opinion, it's the second best one to watch out of all of these. And to play, it is just as fun. It's just when you watch those high level players, they're flying about and doing shit. Every combo in competitive plays like 30 hits. It is mad. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, pick this one without question. Also, completely out of nowhere, at Evo they announced this game is getting rollback netcode, which is massive. If you don't know what rollback is, don't worry, no one really does. But what we do know is that it makes online games and connection roll so much smoother. Go Girls, much like Dragon Ball, is a 3v3 game, so if you can never decide what character you want to play, maybe go for one of those two. This game is just cute, man. Look at that art style, it's so cool looking, the character designs are awesome. I've personally actually never given this one a go, but I always want to because just look at it, it looks so cool. It's bombastic, it's wacky, but it's just as skill-based as all the others. You'll probably have fun with this one. King of Fighters is a game where the Smash players will only recognise one character, but it's a pretty fun time, it's pretty good. It's very similar to Street Fighter in the way that it is a bit basic and a bit simple, but it's also a lot weirder. It's not clunky, but the way the combos work and the moves flow together is drastically different from Street Fighter. Right, let's talk about the big one. Blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me. Ladies and gentlemen, my fighting game, Guilty Gear Strive. God, I just love everything about this. It's over the top, it's wacky, literally every move in the game is so cool. It's easy to pick up but difficult to master. It's still active, it's got rollback netcode, it just reached 1 million units solved, and it's still getting updates, it's still getting DLC. Season 2 literally just started a few days ago. This game is a madness, and I recommend it more than anything. This is probably where I think you should start. Tekken is very unique, and also another game where Smash fans will only recognise one character. But I would say hold off from buying Tekken 7 right now, because if you want the game with all of its DLC, it's gonna get very expensive, and at Evo we got teased for Tekken 8, so you might as well just wait for that instead. Speaking of Smash Bros, Mortal Kombat is Smash Bros for dads. Seriously, every like big 80s movie character is in Mortal Kombat now. And that's pretty cool, and if that's your thing, play this game. It's another one of these Street Fighter type basic fighting games, so it's going to be great for beginners, and it also has some amazing finishes. Fatalities, I'll call them. The Mortal Kombat community will get on my ass, won't they? And finally, from the Evo lineup, we have Melty Blood and Grand Blue. These are the ones I know the least about of all of these. They're anime fighting games, so they're gonna share similarities with Guilty Gear, but they're just, you know, they're not as big as Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear really blew up. I guess they're gonna be like it, they're gonna be bombastic, they're gonna be big, but I don't know enough, to be honest. Probably best to stay clear of them, they look complicated to me. So if you're watching this video and you're staring at your screen thinking, I don't know what to do with my summer, please, pick up a fighting game, they're good. If you want my recommendation, probably Street Fighter V while you wait for 6, or pick up Guilty Gear Strive, because the future looks bright for fighting games, and these two games are probably going to be at the top of the fighting game world for that whole time. Do you play any? What do you play? Comment down below, and leave a like for future videos. I will see you in the next one.